Well, the think tank Bruegel says that leveraging the EFSF may be the cheapest and the best solution. It came to that conclusion after running an economic simulation game in Washington. Well, the CEO of Bruegel, Guntram Wolff, joins me now for more on this. First of all, could you just talk us through exactly what this means? You had different people playing member countries and the IMF and then ran the scenarios. Is that it?
Yes, we had around 40 people representing different governments of the euro area, the major periphery countries, but also France and Germany. We had people representing the government sector. Besides the government sector, we had people representing the banking sector, and obviously also the political system and the ECB and the IMF. And we had real market players assessing the flow of news that was coming out of the negotiations.
And so when you put these, when you ran this scenario, what made the markets most nervous, and indeed what gave them some comfort?
Well, I would say the market was in principle very nervous and started to really worry about a number of periphery countries. And when we had this situation, the political pressure was building up among the players representing the government, but also the political analysts. And so we had a fictitious Eurogroup that was meeting and discussing what can be done to fend off this crisis. And they ultimately came up with a solution, but it was not difficult. It was pretty difficult to come to a clear conclusion. And once this conclusion was reached, it was very difficult to communicate that conclusion to the market effectively, because there were just so many players out there. And I think that's really one of the lessons that we take away. It's really difficult in the Eurogroup to come to clear messages that are then effectively communicated. So that's, I guess, one of the first lessons we had.
No, you talk about these lessons, but I mean, this isn't just a game. The conclusions are actually fed out to politicians, and they do make a difference, don't they?
Yes, absolutely. So our main conclusions in terms of what this brings about and how this could help stabilize the market is that once you have a heavily leveraged EFSF, which is leveraged with ECB money, you can very quickly calm down market speculations against periphery countries. And that comes about very quickly, and the market basically stops speculating. And that's a very good sign. So in the end of the day, a leveraged EFSF might even not have to be used. So it might be even the cheapest solution in terms of taxpayers' money.
The only problem, of course, is that earlier on today, the German finance minister said that talk about leveraging the fund was indecent. So there are quite a lot of political hurdles still to get over, aren't there?
Sure, it's politically it's quite complicated, and I would want to add also in the game, market players made very clear that it's not a solution that will last forever. So if you do not do the structural reforms that need to be done, the deficit reductions, etc., then ultimately markets would test any sum of money. So in other words, it will buy you time, but ultimately people and governments will really have to enact reforms that are necessary.
Guntram Wolff, thank you so much for talking us through the simulation game from Bruegel. Thank you.